Good evening, everybody. I would like to welcome you at Gulf College, the Rising Star. Actually, we are excited to announce that Gulf College has become an accredited higher education institution. I would like to welcome you to this session, the BCS Orientation session for students. I would like also to welcome and thank Ms. Bernie Scott from BCS for coming and helping us to conduct this orientation session. She will be talking about the BCS professional certification. BCS, of course, BCS is British Computing Society. We think that it could be your route to working at one of the top organizations, and it opens a world of opportunities in computer-related areas for you. From my experience, believe me, having a certification through one of the professional bodies, such as BCS, would certainly increase your selling points for finding the job you are aiming for. Today, we are going to provide you with all the information you require to obtain BCS certification in your chosen topics, such as artificial intelligence, big data, machine learning, robotics, cybersecurity, cryptocurrency, blockchain, data science, software testing, web development, cloud computing, and IT project management. Before going further, I would like to introduce myself, and then I'll ask the rest of the panelists to introduce themselves. I am Ali Al-Badi, Dr. Ali Al-Badi, the Deputy Dean for Academic Affairs and Research at Gulf College in Oman. Now, I would like the team to introduce themselves, starting with Dr. Alia Al-Barak. Go ahead.
Hi everyone, I am Dr. Alia Al-Barak from Baghdad University College of Science Computer Department, and also the Vice President for the Society of Iraqi for Engineering Management. Hi everyone.
Okay, Ms. Bernie.
Hi everybody, my name is Bernie Scott. I'm the International Director at BCS, the Chartered Institute for IT, and I support all of our partners across the world with their IT needs. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Also, we have Dr. Haytham, and Dr. Haytham will deal with the questions. So I would like to request you that if you have any questions, you write it in the question area in the system, and Dr. Haytham at the end of the session will deal with all the questions. So please put your questions so that we can answer all your questions at the end of this session. Without further delay, I would like to leave the floor for Ms. Bernie Scott to start her presentation on the topic that we mentioned, which is BCS professional certification. The floor is yours, Ms. Bernie.
That's great. Thank you very much, Dr. Ali. I'm sharing my screen now, so I hope that you can all see that. So I'm here today to talk about BCS, the Chartered Institute for IT, where we have recently accredited Gulf College to be our partner in the region. So in terms of who we are, let me see, there's just having some technical issues. Great. So in terms of who we are, our mission is about making IT good for society, which is rooted in our Royal Charter. So our intention is to promote and advance the education and practice of computing for the benefit of all. And we do this through creating a competent and professional, ethical profession within the IT industry. And in terms of how do we achieve this? So at BCS, we are a professional membership body. We provide professional certifications and other educational qualifications. And so we support your career, whether you're just starting out within IT, whether you're changing midway through, moving into IT, or whether you are a senior practitioner or thought leader. We support your professional development and support you at every stage of your career. We share expertise, so we have a wide range of networks and knowledge sharing through our member groups, our specialisms, our mentoring support that we have available. We work with improving education across the IT space and industry. So we work with academia, industry, thought leaders to create professional certifications and other qualifications. And one of our core functions as well is all about driving standards. So we have professional standards where thought leaders, people at the pinnacle of their IT career can aim for a chartered IT professional and other standards. So today, what I'm going to speak to you about is our professional certifications. So this is a portfolio of certifications that Gulf College are accredited to deliver. And I'm going to talk a little bit about why are they important, why do they matter to us, and how we can support you in them. So in terms of why are they important? So from an employee perspective, what is the value of certifications? And there are a vast range of reasons as to why these are important in our society. To the employee, there is a constant need to upskill and stay relevant, particularly within the IT space. When it comes to meeting new tech trends, enhanced IT skills among the existing workforce is rated as the top requirement of a resourcing need within a recent IT leaders report. A large proportion want to enhance IT capability and skills in their existing workforce. And over 70% of professionals who take a certification do it to upskill, citing a need to obtain a particular skill, knowledge, or competence. Additionally, there is monetary benefits in certification. So a number of professionals will upskill to stay relevant, but also with the aim of getting pay increases. The last 2 years, due to COVID, we have seen slower pay increases, but about a third of people who sit IT certifications receive pay increases within the coming months after their training and IT certification. So the getting trained and an IT certification increases the ability to innovate and enhance work processes and outcomes. So really some of the key values to you in terms of why certification is relevant, it's to upskill, it's for pay increases in order to become promoted within your team and to increase your productivity for your team and your business. And this is just a snapshot from a recent report that we've done. So almost 90% of professionals who take a certification within the IT space recommend it to somebody else who wants to either begin or advance their technology related career. And so there are a lot of different roles available within the IT space. And I've just listed a few here, ranging from data scientists, software testers, security analysts, project managers, web developers, but it's an endless list of roles that are available within an IT career. In terms of industry insights, why is it important for employers, for industry, to upskill and train and certify their employees? So as the pressure on IT departments continue to rise, there's an increased need for new ways of thinking about and performing tasks. The expertise gained from certification is one of the best ways for professionals and decision makers to ensure team and organizational success. About only 9% of IT leaders feel that currently they have enough resources. And so there is a huge gap in terms of capabilities and what IT leaders need within their organizations. Another element is retaining talent. It's widely known that employers investing in their employees reduces turnover, and employee turnover is a significant financial loss for companies. And when employers cover the cost of certifications, employees are less likely to seek new opportunities outside of that company. And so it's a huge driving factor for retaining talent. In terms of what certifications are available for professionals, so we at BCS cover a wide range of core subject areas, including cyber, data, artificial intelligence, business analysis, software testing, and many more. We've over 95 certifications across these 5 core subject areas, and listed here I have the subject areas that Gulf College are accredited to deliver, covering areas such as agile, artificial intelligence, data protection, information security, software testing, and so on. And here it's really a slide to just illustrate the volume of certifications that Gulf College are accredited to deliver. Within the portfolio, there are different levels of certifications, starting from essentials of foundations, going right the way through to practitioner and advanced. And the Gulf College really have a breadth of programs that they can offer in your region. Next, I'm going to talk about 2 portfolio areas in particular, what they're about, why they're important, and what the examination process looks like as well. So the first one is artificial intelligence. So in terms of artificial intelligence and insights, over half of senior AI professionals argue that the lack of talent and qualified professionals in AI is the greatest barrier to the implementation of AI. So it's a significant gap of AI skills within organizations. And whether employees or professionals realize it or not, about 70% of employees use AI at work in some form. And recently, Dell's Digital Transformation Index study reveals that 45% of companies are concerned about becoming obsolete in just 3 to 5 years, with over 70% believing they need to be more digital to ensure.
Miss Juliet, I cannot hear Miss Bernie.
You can't hear me anymore?
No, it's okay, fine now. Go ahead.
It's okay now. Okay. Great. So AI can automate a lot of the mundane administrative work in repetitive tasks that employees use to spend hours on, which enables them to focus on more creative, analytical, and strategic work that can give their organization a competitive edge. And 28% of companies are upskilling existing staff with AI globally. And that number is only set to rise. In terms of specific roles for AI, so AI it's quite an interesting one, where there are specific roles for AI, and then there are roles that will incorporate a lot of AI within that functionality. So some specific roles would be things such as data scientists, machine learning, engineering, quantitative analysis, and so on. And in terms of the certifications that are available, so we have the Essential Certificate in AI, and I'll speak a little bit about what that entails, the Foundation Certificate, and our AI Foundation Pathway, which is a modular bite-sized learning approach that focuses on different areas within AI. So in terms of our essential certificate in AI, it's designed for people who want to understand the context of AI in an industrial setting and who may need to implement it within their organization, or they might simply just have an interest in AI and want to learn more about it. For the foundation certificate, this is designed for people who want to gain a comprehensive understanding of the latest developments within AI and applying the benefits, challenges, and risks. Within the foundation pathway, we have segmented this into 4 areas. So business innovation, data, ethics, machine learning, and robotics. And so each individual program is a bite-sized learning module that you can focus on if you have a specific area of interest within AI. And the next area I'm going to speak about is software testing. So in terms of software testing, we have some specific roles where I've just listed some of them out, such as test analyst, test manager, software tester, and so on. So that software testing is very much a more mature role in a more mature market where AI is developing. And the certification that we offer with Gulf College is our professional certification in software testing. And this course involves developing a knowledge and understanding of testing activities in developmental life cycles, testing and risk test management, and how to analyze testing scenarios, and the role of test automation. So that's just a bit of a flavor of the different certifications that we have at BCS. The exams are generally available online, closed book, about 60 minutes, and there's about 40 multiple choice questions, and it very much depends on the level of certification you're taking as to which format and type of exam that you would be taking. Another final area that I wanted to speak about today was the membership. And so if you sit a professional certification with BCS and are successful, you get access to BCS membership for free for 1 year. And what is BCS membership? How can it help me? How can it benefit me? So people join BCS as a commitment to professionalism, showing that they care about professional standards, their continuous professional development, and our mission to make IT good for society. So in terms of how can we help you in your journey? So with membership, we provide a wealth of resources, enabling you to develop your skills and employability. So we have thousands of tutorials and e-learning elements available. We have CV tool builders that will help you create and build your CV. We have specialist membership groups, which will allow you to connect with other professionals or people within your industry from across the globe. And it allows you to raise your profile as a IT professional. So in terms of what we do, we have awarded over 700 professional standards in the last year alone. We host events, whether virtual, hybrid, or face-to-face. We accredit computing university degrees, and we've about 60,000 members globally. And this just illustrates some of the tools that we have within our membership offering to support you on your journey. And here really is just a snapshot of what our membership and access to that looks like. So you have access to communities that I mentioned before, to a lot of research, to our member magazine, to a wealth of resources and an ability to connect with other IT professionals and have access to a free mentoring service. Additionally, we publish a wealth of relevant IT subject matter textbooks within different areas. So we have things in software testing and artificial intelligence, agile, and other areas where you can access some of these through BCS membership as well. Okay, are there any questions?
Yes, Ms. Perlin can.
Yes.
It was a great presentation. Thank you so much. And let us leave them 5 minutes because I've received some questions through WhatsApp. Okay, and then we will answer all together. What do you think? Just 5?
Yeah, fine. Thank you, Mr. Roni. I have also got some 2 questions actually. Can I put them forward, Dr. Haytham?
Yes, please.
The first question was, what are the areas of IT you offer a certification in? Yeah, of course, she mentioned, Ms. Bernie mentioned some of them. But I also, in my introduction, I list some of these areas of certification that we can offer in. Yeah, Ms. Bernie, it's yours.
Absolutely. So we really cover quite a breadth of subject areas and subject topics within the IT space. So I've just popped back up on the screen some of these subject areas that we cover. So we have certifications in Agile, artificial intelligence, data protection, cyber, software testing. And if I just move one slide along, this just illustrates all of the different certifications that Gulf College are accredited to deliver. So there are about 15 or so artificial intelligence programs. There are a number of software testing, data protection, but so they're all listed here.
Okay.
Good. Yeah, keep this slide.
Okay, the other question.
Dr. Ali answers many questions that I received through WhatsApp about AI. As you can see here, there are how many AI specialists, Ms. Bernie, more than 7, right? Essential certificate AI, foundation certificate in AI, and also there is a pathways, Dr. Ali, or AI. Explain us more, Ms. Bernie, about the pathways for AI, especially for those, for example, who are not specialists in IT or in AI, and they need to use it in their work, you know?
Absolutely. So I'm just going to go forward a couple of slides, and I'll come back to this landing page then as well in a moment. So in terms of the AI Foundation pathway, what we started on was creating kind of a traditional route within certifications for artificial intelligence, which is our essentials program, which is a kind of a getting to know what AI is about if somebody has an interest in it, and followed by our foundation, kind of a deeper learning in AI. So our foundation course is about 3 days learning course, and covers a breadth of different areas within AI. What we found was there was a lot of feedback from the market, particularly, I suppose, kind of coming into, you know, a couple of years ago when COVID hit and people wanted to learn in different ways. So we received a lot of feedback that actually having something in a bite-sized modular format, particularly within the AI space, is something that the industry wanted. So what we did with the content within the foundation program, we looked at the key areas within that. And so we have business innovation, I've listed them here, data ethics, machine learning. And so what we've done is within this program, we have 12 modules split across 4 headings. And so it allows people to pick and choose areas that are of interest to them. So if they want to get a deeper understanding around ethics in AI, they can choose a particular ethics AI module, or if they want something around big data connected with AI, then we have that. So it allows for more flexibility in the type of learning that you want to achieve.
Very good. Yani, for example, here for the beginning or for the beginners who has no knowledge, background, anything about IT, they can go with these pathways, and they are, as you can see, business innovation, data ethics, and machine learning, and other AI techniques. Now, Ms. Bernie, we've got plenty of questions because some people, they don't really know what's the difference between academia and professional certificates in terms of level. When we say level 3 or level 4, and that module is level 6, this is a question. And the follow-up question is, if I have an AI degree, okay, and I need to take these courses, will I get exemptions?
Okay, thank you. That's a great question. So there was a few questions within that. So in terms of what's the difference between academia and professional certifications, so generally our professional certifications, they're not designed as a replacement for academia, but more of a kind of an elective add-on. So within academia, a lot of students will leave with a degree, enter the workforce, but a lot of feedback from industry is they don't have the right skills necessarily to be able to put into practice some of the theory that they've learned. What our professional certifications, how it's been created, it's been created with and from industry. So we are creating the content that is relevant and ever changing. These are short-term courses. So within academia, you might do a degree or a program for up to 3 or 4 years. This is a concise, intensive program across, the foundation level is across 3 days. So it's designed as a continuous professional development once you are within your career, or we do have students who choose to do these programs as an elective within their degree program, so that when they finish their degree, they come out with a professional certification. And within the working world, there is a constant need from employers, from industry, and for yourselves really, to stay relevant and to continuously learn and develop yourself. And this is one route that you can do that.
Good. Can we say that, Ms. Bernie, if I have an experience, okay, or I don't have experience, these professional courses will substitute my experience, or will upskilling my experience to say the foundation or the professionalism or the practitioners, something like this, instead of taking academia side?
So I think it very much depends on where somebody is in their career or what their background is. So we have, if you've never worked within IT and you want to move into an IT career, I definitely think that joining a professional membership body in that space is a good way to start in that area, to show that you are serious and that you want to become a professional in this space. I think if you know particular areas that you want to focus in within the IT space, a professional certification is a good way to begin, to get a base level of what is, I suppose, expected from a knowledge and competency perspective. So I think if you have, if it's somebody who's no experience within IT, but they want to move into an IT space, the professional certification is a pathway to help support that desire, that move.
And here we have a question is to enhance the practical, because as you know, academia, it has theoretical and practical, but professional courses has been designed to fulfill the on-demand skills, the current industry on-demand skills. So the question is here, which way is better, to take the professional courses or to go with the educational and certificate? I think you already answered this question. So better, for example, as you, just to sum up what you have just said, that if you need to change your career, for example, from, let's say, business management to data analyst. So instead of going a long journey, 4 or 5 years academic course, you easily go with the levels. But Bernie, here back to levels. When we say level 3, level 4, because not all people or not all professions, I should say, the professionals, then really knew what is level 3 or level foundation or level 6 courses. So can you explain us more about this?
Yes. So we also have something called the Sophia Plus, which is the skills framework for the information age. And so this is something that I can share a kind of a graph with you afterwards, Dr. Hightam, if you're able to share with everyone who has joined the event today. And so what that is, it's a skills framework within the IT space where we have listed out kind of all the different roles within IT, the different levels, the background of activities that you need to do, what you need to progress to the next level. And we have mapped this with our professional certifications and those who are at an entry level or mid-level career or senior thought leader. So within our Sophia framework, which is adopted by a number of countries around the world. So it's used within the UK, Australia, Saudi Arabia, Canada, kind of a whole host of countries within their skills framework. We have 7 levels. So 7 being a thought leader and 1, 2 being very kind of entry level. With our foundation pathway, we would see with somebody sitting a foundation level, we would see them sitting at a level 3 within the Sophia framework. And we have that mapped across what that means in terms of where you are in your career. And then practitioner and advanced level programs would come in at a level 4, 5, 6. So it's not a complete, it's not, something that we have at a level 4, 5, or 6. It might be at the same leveling of a kind of what you mentioned in terms of leveling and degree, but it would be in that the level of content is at this level, but it's not equivalent to a level 6 degree program because it's a 3 or 4 day course. So there's a bit of complexity within that. So just to sum up, within the Sophia framework, that does map into the levels that you were talking about, and our foundation level would sit around a level 3, level 4 from a competency knowledge-based perspective.
And do the students get exempted? I didn't hear you answer this question. Is there any exemptions? Or?
No, we don't have exemptions within our professional certifications for academia programs.
For BCS, there is no exemption. Okay. Because other CIMA and ACCA and CIM that we handle in the center, because in the center training for community relations in Gulf College, we handle 4 professional bodies, one of them BCS, and the rest are from CIM, ACCA, and CIMA. And the others, they are handling. Okay, now here's a question for the people who don't have a background in IT. As I mentioned, let's say he's a business management, and are they need to study before joining the class, or there is a level, the courses, let's say beginners, that no need to study or no need to go with the prerequisite, let's call it prerequisite courses?
Yes, I think within the IT space, there are a lot of transferable skills that lend themselves very well into a career within IT. I think if you're moving into a career in IT, or you are, you're a student, but perhaps you're not studying something strictly IT related, we do have courses which start at that essentials foundation level to give a kind of a broad introductory understanding of the course content. So I don't think it's exactly necessary that you need to do any prior learning prior to one of these courses. We have all the syllabuses and the learning outcomes available on our web pages. So familiarizing yourself with what you will learn and other resources that might be helpful could be a good option, but not necessary prior to starting the course.
Yeah, I would also like to add here what you have just said, that our trainer for who handle BCS modules, also they have set for exam, and they have the skills that they will take you to the good and pass the examination. So it's not necessarily because the teachers themselves, they know how to teach these modules because it's different than academia. So about delivery, we have no issues because I think the teachers should be certified. Ms. Bernie, isn't it? For each module.
Yes, exactly. So each BCS accredit and approve each trainer that delivers a BCS accredited training program. So they will go through that rigor within BCS.
Okay, now we have here a good question, which is how to register in these professional course. Okay, I can answer this, Ms. Bernie.
Great.
Okay. Yes, here, in an easy way, that if you are in here, because our audience, Ms. Bernie, they are from Iraq, and as Dr. Ali mentioned, and also from Oman. With Iraq, we have Dr. Ali Adam and Dr. Alia and Mr. Muhammad will help them. Dr. Ali Adam, are you with us? Okay. And
Often because he has a meeting.
yeah, Dr. Alia. Okay, good. Dr. Alia will handle, and with Mr. Muhammad will handle the registration in Iraq. So what will happen when Dr. Alia receive the applications? Okay, we will process it in the system of BCS because we are the accredited study center. We are delivering both online and blended as well as face to face. Okay, so if you need it online, we have also face to face in Iraq because we are now almost finalizing with Dr. Alia and her team to get accredited trainers in Iraq so that they can deliver face to face and support our students even though they are studying online. Okay. And after that, after sending the tuition fees, and I will send you all the how much does it cost and all these things after the webinar, inshallah, the forms and who will contact you to complete your registration, and then happily and good things from BCS in Iraq, you can sit in your room for the exam, isn't it, Ms. Kearney?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
can you tell us about that system?
Yeah, so there's two routes to sitting the exams online. You can sit them online with your accredited training provider. They can have the invigilator in the room, computer set up, and you can sit it there. Additionally, we have a remote option as well, where through booking it through your accredited training provider, you can sit the exam in the comfort of your own home. So we have both options available, and really it depends on what suits you best.
Okay, yes, thank you, Ms. Mani. After studying the tuition that the teachers will deliver, and we will give you all the supported materials that inshallah will take your exam easily, and you will pass inshallah. After that, you will be a membership in Perni, isn't it? For free.
Absolutely.
If they pass the exam.
Yeah, so typically most professionals will go along to a training course that might be around 3 days. On the final day or the following day, they will sit the exam. You will get your provisional results, provided it's been an online exam that you've sat immediately, with a confirmed result within 48 hours. So you will receive your access to your e-certificate. And then following that, you will receive an email invitation from BCS to join BCS membership. and you will have access to that for free for 12 months, which has a wealth of support and information available for you.
And good, Ms. Bernie, you and I discussed about how, if there is such kind of, let's say, flavor that we give to the audience, let's say 2 or 3 audience, that we will choose them randomly, that there will be a membership in BCS within limited time, so that just let them try. Let's say like our students here in Gulf College, we will try to give them, for being a membership, without taking the exam, at least let them be engaged with these communities in BCS, so that they may like to go further with their career, taking these courses. Is the idea still there, or?
So that's just something I'm working on in the background internally. So hopefully, yes, I'll be able to come back to you on that shortly.
Good. This will help the audience and those who, and although we have a good registration, we will send them the recording, and if they are happy, and they can also join a membership without also taking the course as well as an exam, isn't it? There is, as you explained in your presentation.
Yes, absolutely. So through our website, anyone can join up to be a membership. We have student membership rates available as well at a very affordable rate if you wanted to try it as well and didn't want to wait.
Good. And now, can you tell us more about chartered ITs, chartered that BC
professional? Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. So we have different gradings within BCS for professional membership. So once you sign up to become a member, you're started on your pathway, really. So you can join as a student member. Once you're in the IT space for a number of years, you're upgraded to a professional member. And again, once you've been professional for a few years in addition to that, you can be a fellow. So we're just in the process of making some updates to that, but I think it will be about, once you've been in an IT career for about 5 or 6 or so years, you'll have access to be able to be a fellow. And then the pinnacle is the chartered IT professional. So within that, you will need to be within the IT space for several years, and there's a portfolio of work that you need to demonstrate your capabilities and knowledge within the IT space. But that is a pathway for membership that a lot of our members strive to attain.
Yeah, and being a chartered is something we know that is very powerful in the industry area, that you are IT chartered.
Absolutely, and it's all about professionalizing a career in IT, seeing it as a very professional opportunity for you in your career. So I think having the different routes through and the ability to achieve a chartered IT professional helps show to for yourself, for employers, for peers, that you are a professional and serious about a career within the IT space.
Okay, now just to review here, I have WhatsApp questions. What are just sum up within one sentence, what are the levels of BCS? How many levels are there, from level 3 till level chartered, right?
We have 7 levels within. Yes, so we actually start so the levels within Gulf College that are accredited to deliver, it's really from around level 3 to level 6 in terms of where professional certifications sit. And in addition to that, within BCS, we have other lower level certifications that we work with in the schools market within the UK.
Perfect. And here, for example, BCS data analysis that we are delivering, it's a professional level, means level 5, 6.
So that, yes, that would be equivalent to around a level 6. So that's a very senior level that we have. Yeah, so it's within our business analysis portfolio, and the pathway with that would be starting at a foundation, moving up to a practitioner level, achieving the international diploma in business analysis, and then sitting above that are our professional BA levels, of which data analysis is one of them.
Yeah, but this is a professional level, which is level 6. And for example, here practitioner is level 5.
Yes, it would be around a level 5.
Yeah, like here we have data protection, because we have questions about the modules. Now, practitioner here, level 5, do they have to take a level, let's say 4, 3, or they can immediately without prerequest?
Yes, absolutely. So a lot of our certifications don't have prerequisites. So if you are, for instance, quite senior IT professional, you don't necessarily want or need to do a foundation level. For a lot of our courses, you can slot in at the right level. So you can go straight into a practitioner or advanced level. So there are some certifications where there are prerequisites, but for the majority, there are not prerequisites at doing a lower level.
All the courses here, Gulf College delivering, they are easily and freely to choose the level that they need. Like for example, big data, they can just select it without a prerequest. But if they need more knowledge, means they need to study more, and this depends on the delivery, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely. So with all the certifications listed on this slide, you can slot in and choose any one of them. There's no prerequisites.
Okay, now back to the second questions. So how can I select the suitable level? Since in IT, different than other professional courses, they have to do one by one, like CIMA and ACCA and SkyM, they have to do level 3, then go level 4. So in IT here, lucky we are, we can jump, go. So who can advise us for this?
Absolutely. So I think there are a few different routes. So all the information around our syllabuses and learning outcomes are available on the website. So if you, for instance, know that you want to do something in data protection and you're not sure at which level, the first step would be to review some of the information around what the learning outcomes is for each of those courses. You can speak with somebody at Gulf College as well if you want more insight. And as well, myself or anybody at BCS would be happy to support you, to give you direction as well. So I think there are a lot of routes, and it's very dependent on the individual's background, what they want to get out of the course.
And also I can answer this question in this way, Ms. Bernie. When we receive the application, let's say they need, let's say which module, certificate in IS project management, okay, BCS, IS project management. They need that certificate. We can check their background and we can check their CVs, Dr. Ali and I, and the tutor who will teach this module, who already accredited by you, to advise the candidate better, for example, to go with these reading materials before joining this one. And as you said, we can have a discussion also with the BCS. This is the beauty of being accredited, so that we can utilize your resources.
Absolutely.
Does BCS exception you answered? Okay, what are the you answered also what are the options to get chartered? Yeah, you answered this question.
Yeah, so there is an application process for that. I think if most of the registrations and the participants today are students, I think that there's a pathway to go through. So you need to be an IT professional for a number of years in order to get chartered IT professional. But what I'll do after today's webinar is I'll share with Dr. Hytham both the Sophia leveling that I mentioned in terms of the different levels within professional certifications and how that fits in, along with some information around our membership and how the chartered IT pathway works. So there's some more detail around that as well.
Good. And now this is a good question. What does the industry say about BCS?
So we are a global organization. So we are a charity. we work with industry and academia. So we accredit 98% of university computing degrees within the UK. We work with training providers and awarding bodies across the world. We are an internationally recognized professional body within the IT space. We're one of very few, I don't know of any others that can offer chartered IT professionalism. We have a breadth of IT certifications. So we are a well-known organization delivering and supporting people with their digital skills right from when they started school up until if they're CIOs, thought leaders. We work with a lot of corporate organizations, and we help influence policy around cyber and things like the IT curriculum within the UK space as well. So it's a hard question to answer because we do a lot of various things within BCS, from a policy, government, corporate, academia element. So it's always a tricky one to answer, but when there are policy changes connected with IT or cyber, the government come to us asking us for guidance or support. And we are an organization that really puts IT and the IT professional at the heart of everything that we do.
Good. Now, this questions followed by why he asked this question, because maybe he's looking for a job, you know. Yeah, for example, we know that being accredited, because I'm a teacher with you with the BCS modules, so I got a number, so my certification is verified and numbered. Is there, for example, such kind of helping those who are accredited or those who are having those certificates to get a job like BCS?
I think one of the best routes of how we help professionals finding a job is through our membership. So within our membership, we have a jobs board where you can, a lot of organizations posts job roles that you can apply directly for. We have, CV building and tool support. We've mentoring support as well. So if you want to connect with, perhaps a more senior IT professional, we have that capability. And something we're starting to see with the world of remote working is somebody might have a certain skill in one country and then get employment in another. So we're currently working on a case study of that with one of our previous students who went through a program in Nigeria, for instance, and is now working for an American company, but is based remotely in Nigeria. So is he able to leverage a higher salary from that country to where they are living? So I think there's a lot of support that we can provide in terms of helping you on your journey for finding work.
Yeah, and also the community with being a membership will also do such kind of networking,
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's one. We have lots of questions. Just a second. Okay, now here that number. Yes. Now, can I get certified in cybersecurity? Yes, we can find cybersecurity in our certificate, isn't it, Miss?
Yes. So our most popular kind of foundation level grounding certification is the Foundation Certificate in Information Security Management Principles. So that is a great one to begin with, getting that foundation level. We also have specific certifications within blockchain as well. So I think if you are already working within the cyberspace and you want something specific, the blockchain certification could be a really good option. I think if you want to get into cyber, a career into it, I think starting with the Information Security Management Principles Foundation course would be a really good will give you a really good understanding of that world.
Good. Now, because they are asking about security, so let us name them together and help me. We have a blockchain, it can help them, which is BCS XN Foundation Certificate in a blockchain. We are delivering this. It's a foundation level. And the second one, another foundation level, Information Security Management Principle.
Yes.
Okay. And also Foundation Data Certificate in Data Protection.
Yes.
And also Practitioner in Data Protection. We have different level here. And Practitioner Certificate in Information Risk Management.
Yes.
Okay, good. Yani we have a good number here. They can, and it depends on them and their certificate. And as we said, better before we can send them the whole syllabus of this one, or the prerequisite, or the something that when they choose, we will help them also to go with the suitable one.
Absolutely, we can make the syllabuses and the learning outcomes available to anybody that's interested. It's all available online, so we can signpost that.
Yeah, robotics. Do we have robotics here?
Yes, we do. So it's within our AI pathway. So we have a robotics element. I might have missed it off this section, but we do have a AI program within robotics.
Perfect. Machine learning, we do have.
Yes. So so the robotics is here. It's on the second line down. The BCS Foundation Award, Smart Products, Robotics and Automation.
Yeah, exactly. Smart products, robotics, and automation. Perfect. Big data, we have foundation. Cryptocurrency.
So we don't have a specific cryptocurrency certification. So what we have is we have a blockchain certification, and then within one of the AI awards, we cover off cryptocurrency within that. It's not a
itself.
A certificate called cryptocurrency, but we do cover it within one of our AI pathway awards.
Yeah, and the blockchain, we do have a blockchain. We do have foundation. Yeah, we have essential and we have foundation, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, essential for those who has no idea about. I think IT is something that will help. Okay, now here. Do you have a certificate about design such as front-end graphic design, UI, UX? I think this is under foundation certificate in digital solution development.
Yes, so we do have a user experience foundation certificate that we can make available to Gulf College to deliver if there are any students interested in that. So that's absolutely something that can be made available. So that's a foundation level certification program.
Yeah, good. Yani, how easy? Good. This is good so that Dr. Alia and Dr. Adam and Muhammad, if there is let's say request modules in their demand in Iraq, and from the courses or from the professional certifications you mentioned, the areas agile, and they need it and they are not mentioned here, it will take around 1 week, Ms. Bernie, to handle this, isn't it? So,
yes, a lot of them can be done very easily and quickly. So I think if there's any demand, we should be able to turn that around very quickly indeed. Yes.
Good. Now, yes. Okay, and almost finish the. Yes. Now, let us sum up with this questions. Why should I study BCS? Because there are 4 or 5 benefits. We can sum up.
Absolutely. So why study with BCS? So we're the Chartered Institute for IT. We can support you throughout your career in gaining professionalism within the IT space. We can support you in your learning and your certification within the different areas that you're interested in. And additionally, we can support you through membership, through connecting with like-minded individuals and networking opportunities.
Good. Now we almost finished, Dr. Ms. Bernie. Thank you so much. It was very useful, and we finished it on time, 1 hour. Great.
My pleasure.
Yeah, since in Center for Training and Community Relations with the team with Dr. Alia and her team also. Okay, are those e-certificate going to be free? No, there are exams fees because you will be in the high professional level, so they are not free, and they are not e-certificates.
So just to clarify on that, so the exams themselves, there are fees associated with them. Once you have successfully passed the certificate of achieving that individual program, you will receive an e-certificate from BCS, and there is no additional cost to that once you have paid for and sat the exam.
Exactly. Good. And as we discussed that, inshallah, Dr. Alia and Dr. Adam in Iraq, they will help us for students' registrations, and the delivery will be even in Iraq face-to-face, because Dr. Alia also will be a BCS tutor in Iraq, inshallah, because she will handle AI, isn't it, Dr. Alia?
Yeah, inshallah. I will take the AI certificate in BCS. Allah.
Inshallah. So thank you so much, Dr. Alia. Dr. Alia in Iraq, she will handle the registrations, and here I will handle the registration. When we are receiving the applications, we will choose from the 20 to 16 certification we do have. If Dr. Alia said that there is other courses, they are on demand in Iraq, I will handle this with Mrs. Scott, and within 5 days we will finalize it. Okay, and this is the end of the webinar. And before we ending, thank you so much, Mrs. Scott. Thank you so much, Dr. Alia, Dr. Adam, Ms. Muhammad, Dr. Ali, for being with us today. And inshallah, we will do such kind of series workshop with our team in Iraq and here, and Mrs. Scott, and we are planning to take it further with a tester session that we will bring teachers that teach one subject in one of these professional courses, so that you will see how professional courses delivered compared with the academia. This is one thing, and the other things we will try to, with our partner BCS, to take a subjects that Dr. Alia and her team and the audience choose in these areas we mentioned. Let's say one of the subjects, and inshallah Ms. Bernie will help us to bring experts in this area so that we can have it subjects top. Is that okay, Dr. Alia?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you
It
so
will
much.
be great for us.
Thank you so much. Would you like to add anything, Dr. Alia, before we close?
I would like to thank you, and thank you, Mrs. Brian, and the Golf College. This will be great. That will be there is a office in Iraq, because a lot of people ask about the BCS, and they will have now a knowledge about it, especially when we will organize a more workshop about it. And if we have one which will be attending not online in Iraq, that will be great. And we will try to provide all the help about that session. And also, as actually a lot of people ask about more courses in BCS, and we are trying to make a study about how many numbers and which will be more in demand in Iraq. You know that because the Iraq is the variety in Iraq more than in other country. So I will be keep in contact with Dr. Haytham and provide him with everything, and inshallah will be everything is good. Thank you very much.
Inshallah. Thank you so much. Ms. Bernie, would you like to add anything before we close?
Just like to thank everyone for joining and listening today, and we look forward to any questions that you might have as well, even after the webinar. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. Yalla, assalamu alaikum. Thank you.